So, are you back? You know, Ryan Timms 2-3 years ago was getting the same hype as a Corey Day is now. And you were doing some very special things, and then I look out on the racetrack, and you blow by the 14 like it's sitting still. And all of a sudden, Ryan Timms is looking like Ryan Timms again. I mean, where's the transition? It's been a wave. If the stock of Ryan Timms was going up, then it's like, where did it go? Everybody's trying to predict. Where do we invest?
I mean, I don't know how to. I don't want to.
You look really happy right now. Does it feel good to succeed in wing 410s?
Yes, it does. But I think your car in this is 70% of it, if not more.
Right.
And especially when you're running with the top guys, you know.
Right.
And this car, it's just as good as all of them, if not better. So I think that's what it comes down to.
Well, we were so accustomed to seeing you in the Western Flyer 5 car. You made a name for yourself in that car. The name I'm talking about, the hype, was built with that car. Mm-hmm. It did seem like the new tire kind of really...
It could have.
It seemed like it, though.
Yeah, it was when it switched. I don't know what it was, but it's definitely something. Something isn't right there. And I'm just glad that we're back to doing where I feel like I should be running.
Well, and obviously you got into the Midget, I believe, at the same time when that tire switched.
I'll admit, Midgets definitely have screwed me up in the sprint car. Not terribly, but a little bit.
Now, what do you mean by screwed you up? Is it a competition level? More just with the feel of the car, feeling the wheel spin, turning the car too much, like in the Midget, that, you know, you're going to saw on the wheel a lot more in the wing car after a Midget. And it took me a while to balance it and go back to the wing mentality after being in a Midget. And there for a while, I was definitely pretty down in the dumps. I can't really think of when exactly, but I just didn't know what to do. We were terrible. Couldn't even make mains. Like, I didn't know what to do, really. Just felt like I was wasting my time out there. And then I just kind of, I don't know what switched, just kind of stopped caring, I guess, and just focused on the best you can do is, you know, you can just do your best. Like, there's no, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but just go out there, do the best that you possibly can, and that's all you can do. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, and just you're only as good as your last race. Well, and it's kind of been a transition here. I think a lot of people were surprised when they saw you in a wing car, and it wasn't the Western Flyer 5. Mm-hmm. What happened there? Why did that transition? Why did that partnership, not partnership obviously, but why did that identity change?
Well, we were sucking, so we were just curious, you know, getting another car. The first car I got in was Ford Brooks, and it was literally a bipolar version of, or a completely opposite version of what we run, different everything.
But still the same tracks you're used to. Usage, you had a lot of success.
And so we were just curious, you know, see how it goes, work with different people, try to learn some things that maybe we could take to the 5T car. And then, you know, my dad, he's tired of funding, you know, it's very expensive to send a sprint car operation out on the road.
Right. And it's like his car was kind of like a display of what you could do. At least it could show what you could do, so you should be getting some rides.
And he's always said, like, he knows I can compete with these guys. You know, maybe I didn't believe it, but he always believed it. And he never really thought that I was given the right car there when we were not
struggling.
Great, And there for a while at first, you know, he was kind of skeptical. Maybe it was me, and so was I. And then after a while, it's like, well, I don't know, just we're running out of things to eliminate to try to get better. And so, now we're here.
Because you ran the Hefner car, I believe.
I got a Ford Brooks car, Hefner car. I feel
like I'm forgetting one, but I think that's it. And then this car, and I really didn't think, and I wanted to get out there, and I didn't want to be known as just driving for my dad, you know, because no one's going to want you to drive
a stigmatism kind of.
And I just wanted to show I could win in other people's stuff and run good, and slowly but surely got a few offers, and I never thought that I'd be getting this many these good rides and these offers, and now that we're here, it's pretty surreal, and it's definitely a big difference in or not at all what I was expecting to be doing right now. If you had asked me like 6 months ago, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Well, and that midget thing has to mess with you a little bit. You're committed to it, obviously, but back to competition level, I don't think it necessarily prepares you for 20 or 15 other guys with the same stuff, with the same talent. It doesn't even equate to that. And then I referenced my recent viewing after having issues with some drivers in the series. I decided to tune into Jacksonville, and then I see the last lap on how that ends with the Gavin Miller situation on the Friday night, and it's like, well, here's why Ryan Timms may be struggling, because he's used to this.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you know the race I'm talking about. I'm not trying to dog Zach Dahm, a veteran of the sport, but there's not too many of those veterans over there. There's a lot of Gavin Millers, and racing in that environment, a lot of people, well, I know a lot of people are a product of their environment, and that environment isn't necessarily going to produce a great product.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Compared to this.
Yeah, I agree. You don't learn near as much, right, in a midget race as you do in a wing sprint car race. I mean, I guess you do. It depends what you want to do or what you're.
Well, it looked like maybe you had learned some things with the midget. I saw you taking the car from the top of 3 to the bottom of 4, trying different lines. That seemed like some of that style you would take from midgets.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, and it helps with bull rings and wing sprint cars, smaller tracks and wing sprint cars. But I don't know. There's just wing racing and midget racing is so different, and the feels of the car are way different. And it's a lot harder to race and compete in wing sprint cars than it is in midgets. So I feel like you got to be running with the best at all times.
Right. I'm assuming even some wing 360 stuff is more difficult to obtain a victory.
Yeah, I'd agree. With the midget deal, I feel like you kind of just got to pick one. You can't go back and forth.
Well, and then a quality of car, you're obviously in a good quality car, but it's not, the depth is not the same.
Yeah, no.
You pull into this pitting area and there's 30 cars with the same stuff you got, and that's just not what you're used to over there. So that eliminates some competition.
Yeah, no, 100, for sure. At a USAC race, there's the KKM cars, and then there's
a couple other teams.
5 cars maybe that are equally as good,
So it's different.
Yeah.
But obviously this pairing has worked out extremely well. First night out, I believe, in this pairing, correct?
Yeah.
Is this going to go throughout the weekend?
Throughout tomorrow. And then I'm going to run the midget at Port City.
Okay, so you're not going to destroy High Limits Championship weekend by dominating.
Yeah, no, that's, as of now, no.
No, come on. What's the rest of the year looking like? Is it all midget, or are you going to take this to Charlotte or something?
No, I really don't know yet. We've been going weekend by weekend.
Okay. So. But if they want you in this car, like at Charlotte or Riverside, somewhere. I witnessed your first ASCS national win at Riverside. I was there.
Yeah.
This.
It wasn't the first one.
Well, it was one of the good ones. This combination against the Outlaws at Riverside with Ryan Timms. David Gravel might as well just load up if this rolls into the pitting area. You know that track. Yeah. You got laps on that track. That's a dangerous pairing, right? I mean,
could be.
Technically.
Get their interview so they can get
my, Randy's busting the interview. We got to run.
It doesn't matter to me.
I just like the North Pole jacket. Oh, my God, Chase. This is the problem with these white people, I swear. I can't stand them. All right, anyways, thanks.
This is how we ride. This is how we do.